let's begin. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Call of Juarez. I think I pronounced that right. Gunslinger. Summer is rapidly approaching, and I am in the mood to play some cowboy games during the summer times. So we're gonna be playing some cowboy games in between, our regular playthroughs and new releases, whatever's gonna come out. But I feel like we're not in the right mood. I feel like I need something to be in the cowboy mood. Give me a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are in the cowboy mood. And let's get ready to play Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Thank you for clicking on the video. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the link. Make sure to do the YouTube, just like, comment, and subscribe. I love everything around the yard. Let's get right into it. Start with mode. And we're just gonna do normal difficulty. And I'll let you enjoy the opening cinematics.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell. It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead,
What's up?
let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
And by the way, I also have another head. We got this brown one and I have a black one. So I can change between the flavors if I want to. Cows. I love this Justin style. I played this game like way back in the day when it came out. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. I actually like this game and I am actually quite happy to be replaying the game again for you, ladies and gentlemen.
You heard Pat. We need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Who's that? Is he with us?
Oh. Okay, you needed to level up. Reloading.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
They're coming from the rear!
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did.
Hey, we have one behind us! Stay on it! Cover fire!
Yeehaw!
as the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
I see you, zombies. Peek again. Damn straight, you know I can, boy.
You're dead.
Oh. Secret.
God damn it, he's right behind us.
Oh, I got a skill point. Nice. What we got here? Hold. Oh, I can do well. Hell yeah, brother. Cheap end.
Never around when you need it.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
I'm reloading, partner. Hold on a second.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Pissing me off.
Good. Oh, pinch up your ass. That ain't how we going around here, fellas.
I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots.
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Gotcha.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Barely?
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Barely?
I passed Dirty Dave.
What's up, bro?
Deader than a rat in a trap.
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Beaudry.
Secret.
Like that. Huh?
Oh.
You like that?
Man, how are your fellas doing? Billy the Kid. Conde man.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
I'm not gonna lie, I might need to turn down. No. I need to turn that down a little bit.
Kill him for Christ's sake.
Give me a
Anyway,
sec.
we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Billy's worth $500.
$500.
Someone shoot that bastard.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Where the hell Garrett get to? He's missing all the action.
Oh.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Reloading.
Where'd he come from?
Who the fuck is shooting me? Who's shooting around here, fellas? Oh, hello.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Gonna make a run for it! Those poor sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Long range trap close quarter. Give me that skill. Climb it up, boy.
Gonna make you bleed!
Oh. What about that, fella? Oh, hello.
Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
I'm reloading, fellas. Yeehaw!
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Got to the stable, boys. Engage, let's go.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
You may be back, double son. Please. Ready to die, boy? Hope you're ready to die.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Keep your enemies in focus. Okay. When your opponent reaches for their gun, press R1 to draw your weapons and what?
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
At that time, for real.
And stepped inside, and
Oh!
bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
I thought, Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Alright. 2 out of 3 secrets. Nice. Let's continue on, fellas. Remember, stay hydrated during the summer times, ladies and gentlemen.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Oh shit. Episode 2 then. Let's go, fellas.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence.
Damn death sentence. Oh.
Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Oh, I'll take that secret. Oh, no.
Luckily,
Shotgun.
I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
I will gladly take that off his wall. He doesn't need any more. 10 gauge. Loud as thunder. Oh yeah. 10 gauge, baby.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Alright, get to the rooftop then.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped, raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
You can't hide from me.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but
Oh, hello.
some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Garrett's gonna kick our ass.
Can't have gotten far. Gotta be around here somewhere. Billy broke out of jail.
Violence is not the answer.
But violent, no, the answer here, fellas.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Alright, make your way through the
I
town.
tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Chickens.
Billy, get you!
Damn, I love this shell shading style.
You!
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
I ain't Billy.
Somewhere.
I'm just another fella.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
God damn you! Put down your weapon!
Sorry about that, fella. Got any gold around here? Any secrets? No. Oh yeah, we're not doing 100% here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just playing the game and having fun. That's why we're here today. Oh, because it's nearing the summertime. I'll just take one in each of the abilities. Close quarters. Damn it.
Let's do
Get your headstone!
There's children here.
Don't
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters.
Four-legged grass eater.
Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
I'm here! What?
Ow.
I can't hear you! I don't get paid enough for this!
Hey, hold up. Yeah, baby, look at that. Alright, let's get up there here now, partner. Alright.
Downtown's going to hell in a handbasket!
Who said that, fella? You better reveal yourself, boy. Before I pluck your ass with the turn gates.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Oh, shit.
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Oh!
Respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
What the hell, boy?
In for the kill. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Get the women off the street! We're gonna be a deep shit when Pat gets back! How the hell did he get away?
Alright, give me a second here, fellas. Let's go.
Kill him!
Well, that was a fucking waste.
Don't let him get away!
Got him. Ow.
You won't get away with this! Stop it!
The shotgun, man, come on. Alright, we're gonna do something stupid here, ladies and gentlemen. Rock and roll!
found what I was looking for.
Headshot.
The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. Dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. "Hello, Bob," I said. "I think you better let me go." And he says, "I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun."
Oh, you mean my shotgun?
So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
What?
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
I mean, it's a hard part of the hard day here, around here.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The Cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
A bullet for the old man, boys. Gotta pay them a visit here, eh?
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Yeehaw!
Oh,
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he
Mr.
was
Ringo.
working for old man Clanton.
Oh, I can quick swap. Okay.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There! ¿Quién carajo es el hombre?
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
Why in the nuts?
Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Not a lot.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had.
Oh shit.
Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were
My
Apaches?
bad.
I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was
What the
determined to
fuck?
have my revenge.
Fuck.
But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo.
What?
Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Oh, shit hands.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Oh, fellas. Oh. Yeah.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament. I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
Better get the fuck out of here, boy.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, fellas. Ow.
And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Oh, there's a secret over here.
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat.
Dynamite!
My fury knew no bounds. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Aha! You can't run nowhere, fellas. I got dynamite. Shit, the goddamn gun. Thank God we got them dynamite. I'm gonna throw in his fucking ass.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun. Most everyone thought it was the Juarez who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Alright. Alright, I got it. Ah, fuck me. My bad. I forgot I wasn't in cover. My bad. That's my bad, fellas.
What I ever do to you? No! You murdering bastard! Would you just die?
Die! Oh, I didn't get to cover. Fuck. Yeah, I know I'm dead. Don't have to say that twice.
I don't know how you lived this long. Don't let that some bitch get away with that. Stop your hiding from me. You one stupid zombie. What I ever do to you? Wait, goddamn boat! Show yourself! Would you just die? I don't know how you lived this long. Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Nice. Beautiful. 1 out of 3 secrets. Gunfight at the sawmill. What we got?
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Time to die!
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Going in duel.
Get him from the side!
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I'm tired of being shot
Who's shooting me in the sides? Who shot me in the side? Gotta be out of your goddamn mind. Oh, that's a booby trap if I ever seen one.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
Can't believe you keep missing.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cat.
Send him to hell!
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
He should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Oh.
Gonna cut you a new smile!
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Indeed I was. Thank you for reminding me. Dynamite!
Though it wasn't
God damn,
easy,
boy.
as those
Woo!
boys had good cover.
You can run, but you can't hide forever.
How far does it go? Oh. Get blown up, bitch. Oh, scheiße.
Do I have to do everything?
Hold up a second, half this.
Kill him already! Run! Sorry, son of a bitch! Don't need no...
Haha. He's dead, you punk. Better stay out of my goddamn way, fellas.
In for the kill.
Keep shooting, I don't mind. There he is. Ain't bothered me none.
Eat Nate.
Boy, you are shit out of luck. There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
What's it now? Oh my god. They tried to trap me, man.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
Nope.
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant
found
valley
a
that
head.
was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
So they did. I'm not going the right way.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Oh, wonderful. Well, howdy, partner.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil. You working for Wyatt Earp? Did that sumbitch Earp send you to kill me? Oh, wanna play hide and seek?
Fuck yeah.
No one kills Curly Bill. Oh, damn!
Oh, that was a good one.
Hiding like a scared little puppy. Shit.
Oh my god.
Just gotta catch my breath. You can't hide forever.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Yeah, it took me some time to find the fella. There's the 9 to take over. Take a bullet. Johnny Ringo.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Ah! My bad.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Got him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Accuracy 58%? I mean, that's still pretty good.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Man, how much of this man can we trust his storytelling? The Magnificent One. How much can we trust your stories, fella?
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick.
God, I'm
So
just
local
in love.
vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head.
I'm just in love with this cell shading. Spinning, I'll take that. God, this cell shading technique. The cell shading of everything. I love
Plummer
it.
rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
Oh, what we got here?
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once,
Besides,
God made men.
with that rifle of his.
Samuel Colt made him equal.
Who the hell is that then? Don't let him get a shot off!
Oh, he did. Okay, no mind. Anybody home? Or did I kill everyone? Alright. Ah! I busted my knees. God damn. Dynamite.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments.
Reloading.
Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Do you know who we are?
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived a double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish. I thought I was some kind of hero.
Woohoo! You think I got a death wish?
I
Hell
finally
nah,
made it
brother.
past and headed on to meet my
I
destiny.
got no death wish around here. I'm just here for one Mongol.
But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
Mongol only. To get them some bitches.
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Okay.
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Guess you've had enough.
Hit the dirt, it's dynamite!
Now you're really pissing me off.
Show yourself, coward.
Who the fuck did you call a coward, son of some bitch? Oh, hello. We're inside our mine. Don't need a shotgun.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
I'm ending you.
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Amen, brother.
Leave him to me. Time to blow your shit up.
Oh, secret! Okay. Had to be sure that wasn't an explosive barrel.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Anything gonna get me?
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
So, in other words,
Surprise! I do not deserve to.
that's a lot of dynamite down here. Holy fuck.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube. I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Woohoo! Step up above, boys! Yeah!
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Ah.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me.
Ow.
Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith. Which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character.
Take that
When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
God, my reflexes, dude.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Elevator.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Secret.
What are you looking for?
Come out, you yellow bastard!
Hello, bastard. Oh shit. Go fly. You're fucking with the one cowboy here, boys. Huh?
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserve better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Huh? What? What? Henry Plummer.
This is gonna hurt. This day is just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
Ah!
I can shoot too! They're gonna bury you in a million pieces!
Right here, I would not use my shotgun.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! I'm going all medieval on your ass. No blood money for you today. That had to smart. Catch this, you son of a bitch! God damn it! I need some help here!
No, you don't need.
Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out!
You don't need help, bitch.
I'll live!
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! I can shoot too! This is gonna hurt!
I will drop you down a mine shaft.
They're gonna bury you in a million
Oh, dynamite!
They're gonna blow you in a million pieces! You ain't taking me! You want some more? I'm going all medieval on your ass! So let them blow you into next week, boy! No blood money for you today!
Fuck.
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up!
Oh!
I'm putting you down.
Boom!
So that's how Henry Plummer died.
Hell yeah.
Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold.
That's how we take care of
Now,
business.
I was officially a bounty hunter.
Officially a bounty hunter. Hell yeah.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Damn. This man means business. Be quick or be dead.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Oh, I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe.
Kill him.
It was cold'n a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood.
Sort of shotgun.
Hardin was waiting for me, and wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. Fathers and husbands, brothers and sons, men with families who cared about them. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. I'm freezing my giblets off. Ain't right, we gotta... Damn it!
Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Arden's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head.
Understandable.
Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Stop that bitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
A low dog.
Kill 'em all!
Oh, got the ranger. Hell yeah.
He's crazier than a shithouse rat.
Oh, right in the nuts. Who said that?
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Bah? Yeah, I did kill Red. Got a problem with that fella? Better show your damn face.
I can kill you.
What? You could kill me? Oh! Better aim, boy. I better aim before I take your goddamn head. Got a lot of secrets out here, fellas. Sort of shotguns, so got bullets, rifle bullets, very nice. Get to the town.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Never underestimate your opponent. Never underestimate him, fellas. You always gotta be prepared.
Before I could test my mettle against Harden, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
That was a long shot. Yeehaw! Ow. Fuck you, bitch.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Town ain't big enough for all of us for this. Lay down your arms and you won't die.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Alright. Legendary. Ooh. Oh my god, man, look at this. It's gold, baby. Yeah.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
We'll have to do everything.
Alright. Let's chill there, fellas. Man, this game reminds me of Westworld Season 1. Oh, Westworld. Beautiful show. Though the third and fourth final season Could have gone better. But man, that first and second season of Westworld, beautiful. That's
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
And he's probably gonna kill me once. Howdy, fella. He's probably gonna kill me once or twice.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life.
Oh, what the fuck?
Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Oh, that's a fucking disappointment then. We didn't even kill his ass. We just sent him back to prison.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
The red man.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
Alright, dance with renegades.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains.
In the mountains?
Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
A long time ago, on a mountain far, far away. Is that a
Grey
Star Wars
Wolf
joke?
was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
God, this just looks... Whew, it looks so good. Oh.
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Oh, you better be damn sure he does. Yeah.
He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
The Apaches, man, they are highly trained in these forests. So believe me, it's gonna be a fight to the death. I'll probably have to cross. Yeah. Anything around? Oh. Anybody home? Yo! Secret! Huh? That's a nice gun. Out in the wild.
They saw me before I saw them. And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting has started, There was no backing down.
Yeah, I mean, he is right. What the Oh well, bullets start flying, gun them down.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there.
Right.
I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Got a lot of regrets here, boy. A lot of fucking regrets. Anybody else that want to try the luck? Oh, right in the hip. Warning shots.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout. A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Oh shit, man.
In there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Gotta take your corners. You don't know what could jump out of you. Try for this.
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
Huh. How the fuck? Huh? Hey! With me!
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Headshot, motherfucker!
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
That's what they... Oh!
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Yeah, I fucked up there. My bad.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
Oh.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
What?
As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow. I had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Reloading.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Kinda like a miracle.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo's right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
More than that, little lady. Give me a second here.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Oh, I heard somebody to my right.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
Ah, damn. He just fucking
Never
disappeared.
did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
Alright, let's begin the next mission and I will split the pot.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Ah, damn. Alright. They call me a bounty. I'll see you in the next part.